Is your heavy-duty diesel truck suddenly smoking like a freight train and burning through expensive diesel fuel faster than ever before? You might have a choked-up exhaust sensor causing a massive emissions headache right under your cab. Today we are talking about diagnostic trouble code P2213, which indicates a problem with the nitrogen oxide sensor circuit on bank 2. In the United States, federal and state laws heavily regulate what comes out of your tailpipe. To comply with these standards, your engine control module constantly monitors various sensors to keep your truck running efficiently. A critical component here is the nitrogen oxide sensor. Diesel engines naturally produce high amounts of particulate matter. The engine computer uses this sensor to measure nitrogen oxide levels in the exhaust to determine how many hydrocarbons are being released. When a computer detects an electrical fault or a bad reading from the bank 2 sensor, it triggers this specific code. You will immediately notice the check engine light on your dashboard. Your truck might experience an erratic idle, poor fuel economy, and excessive thick smoke from the exhaust. The root causes for this issue are usually tied to the incredibly harsh environment of the exhaust system. Over thousands of miles, heavy soot can cake the sensor pickup, completely blocking it from reading the exhaust gases. You might also be dealing with damaged wiring that has melted against the blistering hot exhaust pipe, corroded electrical connectors, or a completely dead sensor that has failed after years of extreme heat cycles. To start your repair, crawl under the truck and visually inspect the wiring harness going to the bank 2 sensor for burnt or scraped wires. If the wires look perfectly intact, you could try removing the sensor to clean off the soot buildup. However, because this component lives in the exhaust stream, the threads are almost always seized tight. You may need to use a torch to carefully heat the metal around the thread hole to break it free, being very careful not to apply heat directly to the actual sensor itself. If you do not have experience using a torch on exhaust parts, or if your basic visual inspection reveals a much deeper electrical problem, it is time to take your vehicle to a reputable diesel mechanic. Working with seized exhaust parts can easily damage your pipes, so let a certified professional handle the heavy lifting and get your truck running clean again.